Jack, if you could just talk a little bit about the way you're playing, the way you played at the end of the season, obviously winning a couple of events here.
Yeah, sure. Played, a very good finish to the season. Probably better than I would have imagined. But I mean, it's all about playing well at the right time. And I think going into a regional is probably the best time to be playing well.
Just describe, that final day, the Sun Belt Individual Championship. You going low and then being in that playoff. Just kind of describe what was that experience like.
Yeah, it was an interesting final day. I didn't really have my best golf, and also you can kind of see it from the videos in the playoff. I was in some funny spots, but managed to chip it close a few times, hold a few key putts, and that's exactly what I did in the playoff. We had a weather delay as well, which didn't really help. I had a lot of time to stand there and think about the playoff and think about all the things that could go wrong. But I think that probably describes how well I'm playing at the minute and managed to sort of come through and get it done.
What are some of the things you're just trying to work on to get ready for regionals?
Yeah, just trying to kind of stay sharp. There's a bit of a time gap between conference and regionals. So yeah, just trying to sort of keep doing the same things. Work on the same swing thoughts. Keep the short game sharp and keep pulling those putts.
Going back to that playoff, you hit a birdie to win it. Just that whole kind of how did that play out for you?
Yeah, so we played the first two holes. We halved the first in a birdie, and then I got a decent up and down in for the second hole to make a par. And then the last hole was a par 5. I hit it a little bit further up the hole than Eli had. Eli went for the green, just came up short into the water. And I just had a good number into the flagstick. So I kind of thought about laying up maybe, but I thought there's a very good chance that Eli gets up and down for a par still. And I thought, if we're going to win this thing, you might as well win it with a birdie. And I hit a good shot, hit it to the middle of the green, and had 2 putts for the win. So ended up, a good finish.
I mean, just for you being one of the veterans, you've kind of been here with the program on the rise these last couple of years. I mean, what was it like to, kind of put that cap to your resume as a conference champion?
Oh, very much so. I think it's very fulfilling. I think I've played a lot of semi-decent golf, but I've never kind of fulfilled maybe my potential. I wouldn't have said, and to go off on 2 wins is a very good feeling, definitely.
What was that moment like when they announced regionals and then you figured out you and Thomas are both going to play there together?
Yeah, I mean, it's good. I think, having, Thomas there and both coaches as well, it'll be a good sort of, if the team can't be there, at least have as many of the team there as possible. And yeah, I mean, I've heard good things about Auburn. Obviously it's a very good field. It's probably one of the more tougher regional sites, but, that makes it all the more fun, I think.
All right, first off, I mean, golf's as hard of a game as it is. I mean, it's hard enough to put everything together for a season at a consistent level. Just what was it like this past year, putting it all together again, having another great year?
So the biggest difference was I got really comfortable in spring after winning the tournament in San Diego. Not only the side of the tournament, but also the way that I played in it really brought me confidence about where my game is and where my game can be in the future. And then coming into conference championship, shooting 8 under the first day really made it. Leading by 4 at that point, just being in a perfect spot to win it individually. It's been a great year, yeah.
How well do you feel like, especially recently, you've been playing? You mentioned the 64 you shot in the first round. And now obviously you went on and had a really good tournament all the way after that.
Yeah, I've been playing well. All parts of my game were coming together at some point. In that round, definitely everything worked together. 8 under, still making 2 bogeys. Has been a really good round, and I hope that I can take some of it into regionals.
What are just some of the things you're trying to work on and fine tune before you head to regionals?
So definitely when it comes down to approach shots, just knowing what distances you hit. I know I'm driving it well, but maintaining that is a big part. And just finding confidence with a putter that, even if you put it 3-4 feet past the pin, that you can still make that putt coming back.
What's it been like for you personally, making such an impact on this program the way you have these last couple seasons?
After my teammates told me last year that I could have a great chance of becoming Golf of the Year, which then also happened. So going into this year, that was my main goal for the whole year. If I can do that, I will play good in any way. So and that's exactly what happened. I've not been as consistent as I might want it to be, but definitely made the big moves, winning 2 tournaments.
Any familiarity with the Auburn course?
I'm definitely gonna bounce back on Luka Naglic. He played in that regional in 2023, I believe. So I'll get in touch with him and ask him what I can do better than him that year.
Just how cool is it? I mean, when the announcement came out for regionals, the fact that you're going in and Jack are going to go play at the same place.
It's nice to have some familiar faces around it, and it's definitely going to make it easier on the coaches, not having to travel into 2 places instead of and just going to one side together and maybe pushing each other, looking at the leaderboard, seeing the other one make a move and having to pull back and make a move yourself. I think that could be a great advantage if we take care of it.